sort of how I wanted them. Kind of made sure that I could dry fit them together and look at it. And then I clamped them together very gingerly. It was not an easy operation, but I used these squeeze clamps to get them together. And now I'm just going to drill for the dowels. And each one I'm going to throw in 2 dowels per. And I'm just using 1/4-inch dowels, and I marked with some tape on the bit so that I have a depth stop. And I'm going to do my best to do this without having the whole thing collapse on me. Will be ready for their glue up. And when I was picking which sides I wanted to splay these out, I basically picked because of this. For this one here, I didn't really like this, so I wanted to hide that to the inside. So I'm making this the outside face. It's not a big deal. It's down at the very, very bottom. No one's ever really going to see it, but just good habits to get into is knowing, you know, if your wood has any sort of defects and where you should be hiding them, because you're never going to have perfect material. So that one there shimmied out of place on me just a little bit, so I'm going to throw this dowel in just so that I know it's going to end up exactly where it's supposed to be before I drill the second one. Yeah, it did move on me a little bit there. It's unfortunate. Again, like I said before, we're talking about the feet at the very bottom. Not going to be noticed. Alright, so now I am ready for gluing up. Who knows how this is going to go? So we're going to do the glue up right now. Just keep the video rolling. Why not? And there's some burrs left over on here. Quickly slice them off with a nice sharp chisel so that that doesn't affect the leg sitting right flat to the material for the base. That one looks good. Carpenter's glue, not a whole lot of solids added in this one. More than enough to get the job done. Now I don't know that I'm going to be able to actually do them both. I'm looking at my clamp situation. Oh, clamps are expensive. If you ever find them at a garage sale, buy them. I don't have a lot of them because they are very expensive and I have worked on other items in my shop. So I think I'm going to have to do these one at a time. I'll do one with you, the other one when we come back will just be done. And let's just cross our fingers that this goes according to plan. So obviously I used those quick grips and it worked okay when I was doing my doweling, so I'll probably do something similar. But I did notice as I was clamping down, they sort of splayed out. So I think what I'll do is I'll use my large cabinet maker clamps there to pull the legs in and hopefully clear up that gap that was happening on the insides here. Just sort of kind of an idea I'm running with. I probably should have done a dry clamp just to go over it, but I'll be totally honest, I'm pretty comfortable with this. So, always glue both sides of your stock. I like to put glue on the push side of where the dowel is going to go, because then the dowel will grab it and it'll drive it in to the hole that you made the house with dowel. Mess around with it until you find it with these. I would love to maybe do a little research on a better way to set up a system like this with these oddball angles. I probably could have, if I was really getting serious about it, you could probably make some sort of wedge system. But I'm pretty happy with that actually. I've got this thing seated pretty tight all the way down. Got it nice and tight. Gonna wait for that to dry, and then I will have these clamps and I will do the second one. Thanks for joining me. I will be back when they're both done, and we'll start tuning them up with some sandpaper and look at getting them installed onto the bottom of that shelving unit.